Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to my channel Server Gyan. My name is Dr. Lokendra Singh, and today we are going to discuss about very important topic because usually whenever I ask anyone during interview or so many people they ask me during interview, so same question gets repeated. So for example, we have an EC2 machine and there are a couple of alerts like we have alarms and that says 2 by 2 check should be okay. So if in case that alarm is not okay, so guys, in this video I'm not going to show how to create EC2 machine, so we will be discussing only on alarm section. So I'm going to keep all the settings default. If you are new to my channel, so you can check my previous videos, and for sure like you will get to know how to create EC2 machine, what are the advantage of it. Let us say status check. This is the name I'm going to give this machine. So you can check my previous videos, and for sure that will be beneficial for you in order to access or in order to check that how to create EC2 machine and what are the detailed components of it. Okay, so guys, I have created this machine. So there are two components here like status checks. Fine, what does it mean status check? So guys, as soon as you will go to monitoring section, you will see that there are multiple options here which are being monitored by default from the side of AWS. Now what you need to check here, how you are going to ensure that these are the particular thing which you want to check, and how you are going to set an alarm here. So guys, there are two components. First of all, create status check alarm. This is the option, but on what basis we are going to create alarm? Fine. So there are two checks. First of all, system status check. So this particular checks that this check verifies that your instance is reachable, which means the particular EC2 machine which we have just created, that is reachable, that is in network, and at end of the day that should not be missing any sort of packets in order when we are going to send ping request, SSH, or we are doing performing any other operation with that instance, so that should be getting passed. Fine. So when does this check will get failed? So if this check fails, there may be an issue with infrastructure hosting your instance, such as AWS power, networking, and software systems. It could be possible that AWS might be running some updates, and AWS might have sent you some request, or it could be possible that AWS might have sent you some notification but you missed that somehow. So in that case it can happen that your system can go down, and in that case there will be problem for you. It means your instance will not be reachable. Okay, what other can be happen here, what other thing can be done? So it could be possible with your individual instance. So what does it mean? Let us say you are running your operating system and you have enabled your firewall. For example, you have blocked all the traffic which is incoming inside your firewall, you have blocked that. So that could be a problem. It could be possible that you have modified your etc fstf file and you rebooted system, that is not coming up. So in that case also your system check can get failed. Now how to overcome this problem? So guys, we have this option available, create a status check alarm. So still it is initializing, so we will have to wait for a while, or in the meanwhile if we want we can create an alarm here and we can check. So guys, what should happen in order if there is a status check failed? So what is going to happen? We will hit here and we will say like reboot this instance or terminate this instance. So guys, keep this in mind, this particular decision has to be taken very carefully. Why do I emphasize on this particular component? Because if you have only single instance and you take action as terminate, which means AWS will not be responsible to create new instance for you. So in that case the best option here is reboot. So if you reboot an instance, reboot is equivalent to an operating system reboot. Same thing goes with, so like either if you are going to reboot your system, which means your system will go shut down. It means all the services which are running on that operating system will not be accessible till the time machine comes up. And you need to ensure in that case that all the services, let us say you are running MySQL, Apache, maybe any other component, Tomcat, or whatsoever services you are running. So you need to ensure that these services should come up automatically if the machine is rebooted. So you can either enable service using sysctl command, or maybe check config command you can use if you are using RHEL 5 or 6 or whatever operating system you are using. So you need to ensure that service should come up automatically. Now in which case this particular alarm will get triggered and system will be rebooted. So status checks failed, any. So now what does it mean, any? So there are two type of alerts, there are two type of alarms we have, either status check failed of instance, status check failed of system. System is related to AWS infrastructure, or instance is related to the particular virtual machine which we have created. Fine. So we should ideally place this alarm on any. It means whether instance is failing or whether the particular AWS resource is failing. Fine. So we can create an alarm here, and based on which obviously we will have to wait for a while. So as we know that right now system reachability check is passed, then after instance reachability check is passed, so both the checks are getting passed right now. Fine. Now if we talk about additional resources, so like AWS has a lot of good documentation which you can read in order to like get additional resources. Moreover, you can create a support ticket to AWS, then AWS team will let you know that what are the particular things going on. So guys, recently in fact I was facing this issue with one of my production instance. So I got to know that there was some downtime from the side of AWS. So there was some switch which were creating problem. In fact, one complete network segment went down, because of which the issue happened. Fine. So we will have to wait for a while. So till the time this like no data alarms becomes okay. So till the time we will have to wait. In the meanwhile, you can have monitoring enabled. You can check the particular monitoring section. So what are the additional alarms you can create? So you can check out here. So like these are the particular options which you can set alarm for. Whatever you want, like CPU utilization and everything. For example, like you want to perform any action based on these options as well. Like if there is like a lot of disk read, write, networking, CPU credit balance, and whatever component you want, you can set an alarm here as well. So if you remember earlier, we saw only two options. We saw only three particular options here. But over there, like with this particular alarm set, like when we are going to create alarm for entire machine, so we can find multiple options available here. Like if we create here alarm under monitoring section, so we will find multiple options. Fine. So CPU credit uses CPU credit balance, so based on which we can set an alarm here, so which is equal to or maybe 10, whatever I want I can set alarm here. If I want I should be notified only, then I'll be getting notification. But if I want to take any action, maybe stop using that instance, so in that case obviously as soon as this particular alarm status and threshold will meet, will reach the particular limit of this particular CPU alarm, so in that case definitely my system will be stopped. So in that case, if it is production system, so it can create problem for me. So you need to be very careful while selecting these actions. So if it is like database server, we should not go with any of the options, because we have to take care of this very carefully. Fine. So I'm not going to create any alarm here. So once these alarms are created, so no data available. So because if you see the alarm, so for this particular alarm I set this option that for at least 2-minute period of one time, so at least it is going to take at least 2 to 3 minutes in order to reflect the changes. I have modified this alarm once again. Now what is going to happen? Obviously this particular will become available, okay, or in alarm, critical, or whatever status it has. So it will be reflecting changes as soon as this particular time get passed. It means within 2 minutes only it will be reflecting the stuff. So no data available still. Then after, if you want to know about tags, you can check here status checks, you can check here, and the particular description of machine. Fine. So guys, these are the options available here which we can use in order to like check this status checks. And moreover guys, if you really want to know that what are the possible causes and how you can recover, so rebooting is the only option which we have. Reason being, we do not have any physical console, or we do not have physical access to the data center and the availability zones and the physical resources where these machines are running, these servers are running, so we cannot do anything. In order to ensure that the particular service should come up, server should come up, so we can only reboot the system. We are not given any other option. So even if we reboot, okay, see, it is okay. That is what I wanted to show you guys. It means both the status checks are getting passed. That is why it is okay. If either one of the instance checks gets failed, so in that case it will be in critical or in alert section. Fine. So I hope this is it for this video guys. Thank you so very much for watching. Have a good time and happy learning. If you have any further question, so please do write in comment box. I shall be more than happy to assist you there. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Have a good time and happy learning. Thank you.